ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Capri Social Network. So, in today's video, I wanted to do a continuation. You can also call it a sequel on behalf of my last video pertaining to bitter baby mamas. With that being said, and on that note, this video is on behalf of not only bitter baby mamas, but also toxic, gold digging, and bitter baby mamas as well. Without further ado, I'm going to roll all the clips pertaining to the video and topic of today's video. And all these videos, as pretty much all my previous videos are usually consisting of, are courtesy, once again, ladies and gentlemen, of TikTok. So here they go. I'm going to start out right here with this one.
Parental alienation, very, very common in the West, especially in the Black community, because we were programmed to believe all women, so mama is right and daddy is a deadbeat. When really and truly, daddy just did not want to deal with mama no more because she's toxic as hell. It's not that he didn't want to have a relationship with his kids, he just didn't want to have a relationship with her. So what she did, she used his kids against him. She filled his kids' heads with lies, saying that, oh, he's not here because he does not love you, which is a complete lie. We're talking about it because we're exposing it. The narrative that Black men are deadbeats and Black men are good fathers end in 2024 because the evidence show that didn't. Now, people gonna say, oh well, you're attacking Black women, you're talking negative about Black women, but hear me. If this does not apply to you, why are you mad? If this is not your situation, why are you trying to silence those who are talking out against the situation? Think about those things.
Well said. And let me close this out for a quick minute. Go back to StreamYard. Now, some of you women are so bitter to the point where, well, I take that back, so toxic, let me rephrase that. Some of you women that are mothers / baby mothers / baby mamas, to the point where you may have full custody of your kids due to when you went to court and you had to stand before a judge, you having to get full custody of your kids. However, your child's father or fathers, in most cases, on behalf of how so many women nowadays are known and have the tendency to have multiple kids by multiple men, may get custody rights, part-time custody rights of those kids, whereas they may happen to get some time to spend with those kids, usually on the weekends primarily. Some of you are so toxic of mothers, and this, you can also say this is kind of on behalf of Mother's Day being a few more days away as well, to the extent whereas you may arrange to either meet up with your child's father or fathers somewhere at a desired location, if not at your home, only to drop your kids off to either him or them and have a dude on speed dial, a whole other dude that's not a father to any of your kids. And in some instances, some of you are so toxic and so big of whores to the point where you may not only have just one guy on speed dial to hook up with due to today's modern day hookup culture, which is very popular and prevalent, but you may have several dudes to hook up with, to engage in sexual activity with all at once. Some of you are that big of freaks, big of whores, and so toxic of parents, so deadbeat of mothers, to the point where once you may drop your kids, I meet up with your kids' fathers or father, for you kids who may, well, women, who may happen to have your kids, multiple kids by the same man. And after doing so, you may happen to meet up with some random strange men that you may have met off of, for instance, a dating app, and let those same men run a train on you. So some of you are that deadbeat and toxic of mothers, yet and still on days such as Mother's Day, you want still all the credit, all the acknowledgement of being such a great mother. In all actuality, there are so many, well, just as many deadbeat mothers as it is fathers. But no one hardly likes to talk about that. Specifically, a lot of you black women hardly like to talk about that due to you looking at it as such a sensitive or a taboo topic. So I'm going to roll some more clips pertaining to the topic. Some more TikTok clips, that is. And listen to this here lady, this intelligent sister, which I really admire. Her name happens to be Ashley, and I believe her handle on TikTok will be, if I'm not mistaken, and don't quote me, Life in the Ash Lane. She, in this particular clip I'm about to show you, she's going into full detail on how women like to use child support money, and not on behalf of the kids primarily well-being or welfare, but strictly for their welfare nowadays. Showing and giving reference to the exact title, a perfect example, a case in point of the title of the video, or my video.
My dad told me how much he pays you in child support, and he showed me. I just don't understand how my dad pays $1,900 in child support. When I ask for something, you say no. Also, you use the money my dad sends to take care of me to spend on Erin and Jess, who I assume are her other siblings. And likely they don't share the same dad. That's just my assumption. Sorry, what was it? Okay. When I ask for something, it's always a problem, and you threaten to take my phone away when I do anything you don't like. If it wasn't for me being here and my dad paying you, if it wasn't for me being here, she missing some words, and my dad paying, you couldn't afford to keep the house. I do love you, but I feel like you take advantage of having me here. I'd rather live with my dad, and I just want you to know for it to happen.
Now, although I believe that child support is supposed to be used to take care of the child, and that can include shelter, food, utilities, clothing, extracurricular, all of that. If it benefits the child, that's what child support is for. But this is one of those situations where we're not being fair. This mom has 3 kids, and we are assuming probably 2 or 3 baby fathers. One child's father is paying $1,900. She's using the full $1,900 to provide for herself and all 3 kids. No, ma'am. Now, if you ask me, let's say she has $2,000 worth of rent money, and let's say it's her and her 3 kids. That means each person costs $500 a month in rent, just for easy numbers. That means that one daughter's portion is $500. So if her dad is paying you $19, you take $500 of that $19 and pay her part of the rent. She got $1,400 left. Even if you use $400 more to pay for her part of the utilities, her part of the groceries, you still have $1,000 left. That baby should be getting a pretty good allowance. There's no way she should have to ask for something and not get it, and then be threatened with punishment. No, this is one of those situations where mom is misappropriating funds. And if I was the daughter, I would definitely go live with my dad, because I'm not being taken care of at the home that's being provided for by my dad. And I hate to say it, but baby, that mama gonna struggle when she loses that $1,900, and so are the other kids. But she did it to herself by not being fair and not handling her part of the finances.
In that regard, ladies and gentlemen, some of you are so gold digging, or women so money hungry, to the point where, and baby, this is in regards to you women that get child support, that have kids and get child support for to be able to live by and be able to provide well, is what you really are supposed to be collecting child support just and strictly for the well-being of your children and welfare of your children. Although a lot of you like to mishandle that money, not only in regards for your children, in some cases not on behalf of your kids at all, but strictly for yourself, which also goes to show you how conniving a lot of you women are with kids. So conniving to the point where if a guy may happen to get, if you may have 3 kids by 3 different baby daddies, similar to what Life and the Ashline said, aka Ashley said, just stated. Some of you, if you may get over, I would say, $10,000 a month from 3 different guys you may have kids by. Some of you are so conniving, so greedy, so money hungry to the point where some of you may still feel like that's not enough to live by, which is, in my honest and humble opinion, a very decent amount to live by, including for a person with kids, when as many as 3 kids. Anyways, let me look for some more clips.
Why won't his baby mama mind her business? Because he playing both sides. Stay this post. Whether you're the new supply, new baby mama, wife, fiance, whatever your role, he is intentionally setting the ex up, carefully guiding her to her new position of sitting in the corner, his go-to emotional support. When he got her carefully nestled into the position of being his emotional support system, from you, because yes, he's telling her you abusive and you're crazy. It's checkmate. He boosts her confidence, telling her how crazy and violent you are to him, giving her the illusion and the false sense of satisfaction that she's better than you. Meanwhile, it's a huge drain on your confidence, because no matter what you do, it's never quite good enough. Trust me, he keep that baby mama, that ex, whatever, in the picture on purpose. It's a mental reminder, honey, for you never to step too far left or too far right. Psychologically, he has both of y'all exactly where he wants you. Both of you are meant to remind the other that he has options and that he the prize. And no, you don't say he the prize, but you act like it. You behave like it. How do you beat him at this game? Don't engage. Don't take the bait. Let me give you 3 tips. Number 1, when the narc want to talk bad about the BM or the ex, you know, when they having a little spit, don't say not one word. Matter of fact, change the subject. You don't want to hear that shit no more. They over here arguing and shit. Don't nobody care. Number 2, don't keep them apart. If they want to be together, let them. They want to take their kids bowling, skating, whatever. Let them do it. Don't stand in their way. Number 3, and this real important. Stop seeing the BM as your enemy. That's his main objective. But is she your friend? Hell no. But she is an abused woman just like you are. She being manipulated just like you. Why am I telling you this? I'm teaching you the art of detachment. Detach from the feelings, detach from the need to say anything back, detach from all of that. Because you know what you're going to do? You're going to move yourself into a position of not giving a fuck and then walking away, letting them have a circus. I'm telling you what I know. Detach.
Now, when it comes to parenting, I don't want to try to speak too much about that because everybody's situations is different. However, I do feel like one of the main issues with parenting and why a lot of people cannot co-parent in a healthy way is because people be bitter. Rather it be the baby mama, rather it be the baby daddy. But a lot of the times, the baby mamas, y'all feel as though y'all got control over the kids. So y'all try to use them as pawns against the fathers due to how you feel about a personal situation or personal relationship that you got with the dad. Y'all got to stop thinking that you can dictate how a man parents his child. You have no control over what that man does with his child. When it came to parenting with my daughter, I never put my 2 cents in unless it was going to cause my daughter harm. What he did with my daughter, what he did with his daughter was not my concern. I knew that I could trust her with him. I knew that he had her back. I knew that he loved her unconditionally. It's not about who he got her around, not my problem. It's not about what he's teaching her, not my problem. Like if you got an issue with what the man is saying, then you just gonna have to simply deal with it because you chose that father for your child. Y'all don't get a chance to try to backtrack on some stuff. A lot of y'all be seeing the red flags with these men that y'all have these kids with. Then when these kids get here, then you want to try to do this and do that. Not saying that you cannot create a better path for the child, but I don't like how a lot of people just try to make like the situation about them. You don't have no control over if that kid goes to his dad's girlfriend house or a girl that he's dealing with, and then y'all say things like, I don't want her by my kid. What do you think a woman is going to do to your child? Not saying that there's not women that's thick out here, but what do y'all be really thinking a woman's going to do with your child? Like, that's just a way of y'all to have feeling like you got control. All in all, stop trying to make parenting hard for each party. Rather it be a bitter baby daddy who mad because whatever, or a bitter baby mama who mad because whatever. Y'all got to start thinking more about the kid. Stop trying to worry about and fulfill your own feelings. If you cared that much, if you didn't like the person that much, then you should have never had a kid by him. Y'all have kids by people that you shouldn't be having kids with. Then you now comes to
Facts.
Where's my father? Nowhere to be found. You know why he was nowhere to be found? Because I just got a relationship with him a few months ago. Because my mom told me my dad was to keep me away from my dad. I'm 26, bro. I'm 26. My mom kept me away from my dad for 26 years. You know what kept me away from him? My mom told me that my dad said I was a mistake and kept me away from my father. Every time, this been looking for me since I was a kid.
Yeah.
He's been looking for her. Can you imagine all the kids out there who got fast moms telling them their daddy ain't, but the daddy's looking for them? I finally talked to my dad. He's a good dude. My mom told me my dad has not paid child support since I was a kid. I finally need this. He has an envelope full of shit proof showing he's been paying child support. He told me, he said, your mom is a lying, manipulative. I have not talked to my mom in months. You know why? My mom called me. My mom's in California. My dad's in North Carolina. I moved out of LA. I can't live in North Carolina or LA because I hate those places because of the trauma I went through on both those places. My mom calls me. What you doing, baby? What's going on? I'm at my dad's house. What you doing? They don't discuss family business. Like, my dad comes. Where's my father? Nowhere.
I'm sorry, folks.
You know why he was nowhere to be?
I caught myself.
Because I just got.
I'm so sorry about that, folks. I had caught myself trying to scroll down to some of the comments right beside of this clip, only to skip to back to the last video I just played. Once again, my apologies. So let me start by replaying this here clip all over again. Once again, I do apologize.
Got a relationship with him a few months ago because my mom told me my dad was to keep me away from my dad. I'm 26, bro. I'm 26. My mom kept me away from my dad for 26 years. You know what kept me away from him? My mom told me that my dad said I was a mistake and kept me away from my father. Every time, this been looking for me since I was a kid.
Yeah.
He's been looking for her. Can you imagine all the kids out there who got fast moms telling them their daddy ain't, but the daddy's looking for them? I finally talked to my dad. He's a good dude. My mom told me my dad has not paid child support since I was a kid. I finally need this. He has an envelope full of shit proof showing he's been paying child support. He told me, he said, your mom is a lying, manipulative. I have not talked to my mom in months. You know why? My mom called me. My mom's in California. My dad's in North Carolina. I moved out of LA. I can't live in North Carolina or LA because I hate those places because of the trauma I went through on both those places. My mom calls me. What you doing, baby? What's going on? I'm at my dad's house. What you doing? They don't discuss family business. Like, my dad comes and he walks through the door. My dad is happy and married. He's a street. Can't talk about what we do, but he's a street. He's happy and married. My mom has been bitter and having sex with so many goddamn dudes of different races, and she just got married recently. She met on Tinder for 1 month. My mom didn't get married because she was in love. She got married because she didn't want to be lonely.
That's wild. It happens a lot though.
My dad bucked through the door and snapped them. Like, hello? Put my son back on the phone. No, it's my son too. What do you want? Put my son back on the phone. And my dad loses it. He went in on my mom. And I'm listening to my mom. My mom turned into a 2-year-old little girl when my dad started talking to her. She talked to me like my entire life. He's yelling on the phone, you mad because I left you. And I didn't want to be with you no more. And you kept my son away from me as a weapon. My mom used her kids as a weapon. She used me and my little sister as a weapon. Whenever my mom would get pissed off by my dad or my sister's dad, she would say, "We'll never see your son again. Disrespect."
in that regard, and this is messed up on so many levels, what this brother just stated on behalf of how toxic his mother is. Some of you women that are mothers are so toxic, and I'm referring to specifically all the single mothers, to the point where you will make a habit out of bringing random and strange men right to your household while your kids are actually in the household. And some of you also may have kids that may be infants, yet and still you have a habit and tendency of inviting strange and random men over, not realizing that some of these men could be pedophiles, may have done prison time for being child molesters, pedophiles. Some of you women are also so toxic of mothers to the point where you will have the nerve and boldness to have sex with these men right while your kids are in the household. It could even come a case where, in that regard, to where you could be having sex right in your bedroom or your household with a random and strange man and have a toddler while that toddler is lying right in your bedroom while you're trying to indulge in all kinds of foul and filthy kind of sex. I'm telling you, these women, these modern day black women these days are so messed up and dysfunctional to the point where it's almost no hope at all for the women in the African American community. Anyways, let me go to some more clips.
Little bit of baby mother, I need you to come to the front real quick. Do you know how many men are this close to mentally checking out? Do you know how many men are this close to saying them kids? Because they no longer have the mental capacity for you to put this negative emotional impact on them. See, your words, you know your words no longer sting him. He is now numb to your words. So what you do is you put your child in to play defense. And you want to now control the narrative because you are still emotionally attached to this man. Ma'am, nobody told you to take that Band-Aid off that wound that wasn't quite healed, sis. Nobody told you to do that. I thought you had a boyfriend. Didn't you just have a new baby? And you still trying to tap into what this man is doing. And when you don't get your way, you want to put your child in for defense. Then you're raising your sons to be the men that you want to date. Sis, go find a peace of mind for yourself. Because the moment that the man says, fuck it, he's wrong. She'll leave your child. But he don't even have the mental capacity to show up for him, let alone show up for somebody else. Do better.
You got women that will put that on child support simply because he moved in and he got a new girl. The girl is stressing him out. His baby mom's stressing him out. Now he taking that out on you. You ain't even do nothing to her. It's a lose-lose either way. His baby moms get disrespectful. The chances of him checking her slim to none. You want to know why? If he piss her off in any way, shape, or form, she could go right down to the courthouse. Or she could keep the kid from him. So he got to kind of walk on eggshells. And then as a woman, you don't respect him because it's like, why you don't never check? You got...
Boy, you get your emotional ass in my comment. Me out. Because this is a part 2 to what the fuck we were just talking about co-parenting and how hard it is for fathers who wants to be in their kid's life. If you're an emotional woman who's bitter, who's been running away from their child's father for no apparent fucking reason. I mean, this man don't have no history or no nothing. Just go ahead and skip over this. You're not gonna like it. It's gonna trigger your emotional ass. All right. You still here? You want to stick around for this shit? Let's get into it. Why the fuck are you running from why do you keep children? Why do women keep children away from their fathers who have no record or no abuse history, no nothing like that? Why do y'all keep children from their father? If he has no drug issues, if he has a stable place, even if he don't have a stable place, maybe he lives with his fucking mama or whatever the case may be, and that's a stable fucking place. Why are you not allowing your child to see their father? I get it. They can't live with this man. Stable place. Can't live for those type of motherfuckers. But because the world is hard as fuck here, especially when women can put you on child support before you even know it's your fucking child. Now tell me, how does that work? Right? You can pay child support for years and just realize, I just saw a man on here talking about how he was paying child support for years for a child. This man was 86. He thought these kids was entitled to see him pay child support that long, but he paid the whole extent for three different children. Just to find out he says that his wife cheated on him and 2 of them kids are not his. I would have divorced her too. Fuck is we talking about? Give a fuck if I'm about to roll over and die tomorrow. He done. Send me that. Lord, I'm sorry. She's a cheater. These kids are not mine. How the fuck are y'all getting child support? Oh, that's just the government doing what's best for the child. That's the government doing what's best for the woman. Because ain't no way in fuck. If the government is doing what's best for the child, they will make sure that child's father is actually his fucking father before they give him money. You women are so quick. Some of you women are so fucking quick to have kids just for financial gains. It's not to have kids to love them, because those are the same women who are they scared of the father keeping them. But fathers, tell me this, because I know y'all know this. I know y'all feel the same shit. Those be the same women who be out partying all day, on trips all the time, dropping their kids off to their mama. They're dropping off to everybody but you. Explain that. Explain that shit. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't want to be, you can't be defending women like that. I promise you, like that. They deserve the worst. They deserve the worst. Like, you're literally skipping states just to be free. You don't like the responsibility that it is to be with a man co-parenting with another person, because you don't like somebody holding your ass accountable. Let's be fucking for real. You don't like accountability. That's why your ass skipped off. See, the new dude gonna make you feel like, oh, girl, you done. You be free. You ain't gotta worry about these kids. Go ahead, drop them off at your grandma's house. Drop them off. But that nigga who you had that kid with, gonna be like, why would you do that? Why would you drop them off? Like, studies show that the kids, if it's not with the mother, it's best to be with the father. And if you're in a situation where that could be the case, why the fuck are you running from that? I've been an entrepreneur for 2 years. Going on 3. This is my 3rd year. I haven't had to go to work in 3 years. Why the fuck am I the last option to go get my child? Why the fuck am I the last call when it should be the first call? You don't even know. You call me first. I'm always saying yes. Listening to, I don't know if they listening to the dude. That's why I will never be that way. Never be that fucking way. If a woman with me and she don't let her man see her kid, you ain't with me. Because first of all, I didn't sign up to take care of kids when they're right there. Want to take care of that. See, don't see. I'm gonna do what I can, not what you want. At the end of the day, my children gonna come before your children. That's just how it is when it comes down to eating pipeline. That's what you women need to fucking realize. Men with kids gonna take care of theirs before they take care of yours. Where's your fathers at? Their fathers are in their life and you just being a bitch. You want to move to a different fucking place? I didn't sign up for that shit. I didn't know that was the case. The fuck? Y'all need to be held more accountable. You need to take more accountability on what the fuck you do. Not all of us give a fuck. Just because we don't want your ass, don't mean we a bitch. Don't want you. We don't want to be in the same place with you. And the fact that you leave us and become bitter as fuck and do all these fucking heinous things is probably why we left your ass. Not it's the reason why we left, because we know we wasn't about to deal with no irresponsible ass female for the rest of our life. And maybe the women feel the same. Like I said, this ain't for y'all. I'm sorry. I can't speak for that. Y'all can speak for that in the comment section. That's fine. But don't try to get like y'all.
Hey, what's up?
Why did you need me to come over here?
What you mean?
What you need? What's up?
I need the kids to have some stuff for winter. They need some more sweaters, hoodies, tennis shoes.
Hold up. Can you get your child support this month?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the problem?
Because what you sending ain't enough.
That comes with direct deposit to you, and it should be enough.
It ain't enough, man. We need extra.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. Anything outside the child support, I'm not obligated to pay.
Yes, you are.
Who said it?
Me.
You took your and put me on child support, right?
Right.
So you should be stuck with what you get.
All right, man. Don't take that on the kids about what I did. Come on.
Okay, on the strength of my kids, what you need, man?
I need a couple of $100, man.
A couple of $100? For what you trying to get?
But like I said, they need some shoes, some sweaters, and hey, whatever. And I see that little band right there too. You give what came out that
Hey,
band.
you worrying about the wrong thing now. You worrying about the wrong thing.
Why? I see you break Sean off.
But me and my other baby mama ain't got nothing to do with you.
So why you still fucking with Sean, but you don't fuck with
I don't
me?
like your ass like that.
look, we can make something happen though. What about, look, the kids ain't home, my old man ain't home. You can come in for a minute.
You are unbelievable.
And we can do something, and then you ain't got to worry about giving me the money.
Do you want this goddamn money or not? You said it for the kids. I'm doing it for them. So you want the money or you want some dick? What you want?
I want the dick.
You can't be serious. You can't be serious right now.
Why not?
You can't be serious.
So you can fuck with Sean, but you won't fuck with me. What's the difference?
Man, look, take this money. I got some shoes for my son. Take this shit. Get the ass out my car. And you looking for any reason. I can't believe you.
Well, give me that 100 on top too.
I'm not giving you nothing else. I just gave you 400. $2 bills.
Give me that 100 that's on top.
Nah, I'm good. Get out, man. I'm done.
You tripping. All right, whatever.
Now, judging folks by one of the hashtags for this here clip, which is skit, the word skit, hashtag skit. Another one is hashtag funny. Even if this here particular short happen to be for comedic purposes, in the same breath, it still applies to real life situations and some of the main consequences of being involved when a woman, and this is on behalf of all my fellas, who they have kids by a woman that you're not married to, never ever have been married to, even if you're a guy that may be divorced, with a kid or kids in some instances by women, but yet and still you may have to pay child support. This is one of the main cases and points and consequences of dealing with having kids by a woman or women in some cases, especially more than one woman, because that's even more child support you usually have to be responsible for. And why you should be very careful, brothers, of the types of women, very careful, very watchful and mindful, especially due to the popularity of social media, whereas anybody practically can get exposed nowadays due to there being so many people with smartphones and so many people with social media accounts and pages. So let me show another clip or so.
I understand both parties have agreed to joint custody. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
No, I'm contesting custody. What? If I get so.
By the way, I believe this clip, which is supposed to be once again intended for comedic purposes, is from the movie, the Jim Carrey movie Liar Liar, but don't quote me on that. Anyways, this right here is another example of the consequences of what you have to deal with as a man that may happen to have kids by the wrong exact woman.
So custody of the kids.
Just won $11 million.
I'm the victim here. You said it yourself. Hit him right
Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. What's going on? What's going on? I sent you that. Yeah, I'm about to do that right now. I sent that money for her to eat. For her to eat. For her to eat. Not okay, not for you to eat. What's this? You got her two shoes or you got your I know you ain't getting no, hell no. This is shit going back. This shit's going back. This shit's going back. And you eat. So she's not eating with you. You gotta get get your man to feed you. This is for my daughter. Nah. And this shoes is going back.
And after showing this clip, as well as all the previous and prior clips, ladies and gentlemen, these are some of the main reasons why some men are in the types of predicaments that they are. On behalf of my brothers that are responsible for paying child support and has been doing it for so many years, especially on behalf of my brothers that just started paying child support on behalf of a newborn baby and will have to be responsible for it for the past 18 years. unless that kid may get enrolled in college, then I believe it's around 7 more years after they reach the age of 20 of 7, well at least 18, which makes in total a total of 25 years. Don't quote me on this though, but I believe it's 25 years that the kid may happen to still be in college, or may happen to be in college after they may graduate high school. This is also, after showing all these clips on behalf of the consequences of what it comes with, of dealing with a toxic, gold digging, and bitter baby mom. These are some of the main reasons why, fellas, there are some guys who wish if they could turn back the hands of time, my guys that are fathers, wish they would have never ever had a kid or kids to begin with. Or if not that, if they may regret not having kids, or let me just put it this way, if they may have kids but may have to pay child support, which if so many guys had the option to do, they would prefer not to do. Some guys are paying child support, on the other hand, happy to have kids due to kids being a blessing, but yet it still are regretting ever picking the wrong exact woman that they decide to reproduce with, that they decide to have kids with, if that sounds more better. So I'm going to roll probably about a good 2, maybe 3 more clips. After that, I'm out of here.
What we want to eat, not what you want, the stuff you like. It was not.
So first and foremost, remember how I told you guys that women start problems, women create issues, and women naturally just like to cause chaos. Y'all said, you're just making stuff up. You just like to pick at women. I don't pick at just random women. And I definitely don't sit there and just belittle a woman. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? If it was a sweet, innocent lady, nobody's going to make a video about her because she's doing right by her man. This lady here is creating drama for no reason. And I guarantee you, this same lady is probably going to all her homegirls telling everybody that he's what? A bitter baby daddy, or he's not doing this, or he's not doing that. I already know she's tarnishing his name. I don't understand what's wrong with a lot of y'all. There's men out here who don't even help you with your kids, won't even bother. Then you guys get good ones and you destroy them. I don't know how the relationship was with her. Nothing probably ever satisfied her. It's sad that you're sitting there complaining about you wanting money instead of the food. No, you wanted the money so you can take care of your hair. You can take care of your nails. You can pay for yourself. You probably don't even want to take care of those children. Because why would you be upset that he brought you a whole bunch of groceries? Y'all, with inflation and the prices going up like crazy, have y'all been shopping lately? Because that much groceries sitting there, I can tell you right now, is almost over $100-some. And I can see it just by looking at it because I bought a little bit more than that. It's almost $2-something. So I'm being real honest with you guys. If you have a good partner or a good man, cherish him. Don't let that man become your baby daddy. Because at what cost? Does it make you happy? Does it do something for you? Like, dude, why do you guys do this? Why do you start drama? Why do you start chaos? Why do you want a crazy lifestyle? Y'all will create problems for no reason. Can't you just be cordial? Can you just be happy with what somebody gave you? A lot of y'all are not grateful, and I'm not saying all single moms, but there's some bomb-ass single mommies out there, but it's the bitter ones like this. And to say one more thing, because y'all are always down my throat about, hey, date a guy with a child, they'll treat you right. I'm not saying a man who's a single father couldn't treat me right. I'm not saying that by any means. But what do you think I'm supposed to do when I'm watching a man take care of a girl who's doing that? We could be going on a date and he's gonna stop what he's doing and go make sure she's good just for her to send him a video or post things like this. Now you understand why women do not date single fathers. It comes with too much extra shit. I feel so sorry for the poor man because he's probably doing his best. And I don't think a lot of you women understand how severe this is. These men will lay their life down on the line for you. Take care of you, give you money, their hard-earned money, just for you to shit on them. You don't think men get anxiety? You don't think men get panic attacks by being worried about what you're gonna do and tarnish their name? And a lot of you guys will try to get child support, try to do this, try to do that, but you have men that are willing to help. You have men that are willing to be in those kids' lives. Stop sitting here and saying all men are bad if this is the type of woman you are, because I think you need to look in the mirror. It's sad, you guys. I'm getting so sick of this narrative of the way women are with men, and y'all will swear up and down that men are narcissistic. What do you think this is? You're sitting here shifting the blame and putting it on him when you're the one that's in the wrong. You know what my favorite part is about all of this? I love when women come on social media and they try to bash the other person, and then you look at the comments and everybody's agreeing with the guy. Exactly. That should be your proof right there that you are not okay in the head. You are not correct, and you're literally, what are you doing? Making a problem out of fucking nothing. Be happy your kid's on toilet paper. Be happy he came and brought your kids food. Damn, man. There are some baby mamas out here that are struggling and don't have baby daddies that help them. And you're over here with a baby daddy who's literally what? Helping you, blessing you like he's supposed to. It's sad to see you guys like this. Be appreciative. Be grateful.
I was getting ready to write out a long paragraph on this.
Okay, so I guess I'll play this, and this is kind of part of the topic, but in the same breath, not really. Anyways, I just play it anyway by Miss Chevy Caprice. That's actually her handle, Chevy Caprice, who spits some straight facts as well. Spit straight fire. Just like the last chick I just showed y'all. Well, excuse me, just like the last sister I just showed y'all.
I was getting ready to write out a long paragraph on the shade room, but I'm just not a texter. I'm more of a talker. And I just want to say, for y'all women who jumped on that girl's proposal talking about her fiance sound a little sus, and oh, I don't like his voice, and who's going to tell her that he's in the closet, and oh, I'm from Atlanta, so I got questions. That really goes to show that y'all are so bitter and unhappy that y'all hate to see other people happy and wonder why God got you blocked. I just figured out what BBL really stands for a lot of you ladies. It stands for bitter, broken, and lost. Go pray and get that bitterness up out of y'all. Y'all are so unhappy, miserable, and it's ugly.
Now, I also wanted to show this clip on behalf of what somebody had the nerve to say about me in the comment section of one of my videos. And let me go to YouTube. First, let me share my screen all over again. Go to YouTube in one of my previous videos. Not this one, but I believe it was the last video before that. Where is it? Not this one.
This.
I'm still looking for it, so bear with me, folks. Now, let me enlarge this comment and listen to this comment closely. Now, this happens to be the person who's had the nerve to say what they said about me. And look how few subscribers they have. The handle will be at King Pepper 8570. Now let me go back and read exactly what they said, word for word, about me. They said, and I will highlight it, this is a simp channel, stuttering ass boy. And I noticed how not only did they misspell simp, but they also, I don't know what they call themselves, trying to spell by how they talk, but they left the G out of stuttering, and for the word ass, they type AZ and boy, BOI. They could at least, you would like to think, check Grammarly, the spell check, what they had the nerve to say. By the way, I am referring to you at King Pepper 8570. And while you call yourself trying to be all smart by the comment you made about me, calling me a stuttering ass boy, well, how about you be more focused on taking your mother to the doctor and seeing why is it that she can't get that halitosis sent out of her breath for having so many pipes in her mouth. How about that, Mr. at King Pepper 8570? Also, you could go fuck yourself as far as I'm concerned. Anyways, folks, that's all that I had to show and say on behalf of this video. Let me know what you think by leaving your comments in the comments.